Scorpios, how are you guys? I am here to bring you your March clarity on what's coming in for you and any advice that the universe wants to give you for why it's happening and what you can do about it, all right? For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Kristen. I'm a metaphysical healer and a psychic guide, and if you want to hit that subscribe button and let me know, I will get you set up with a free mini reading. All right, while I shuffle the cards, I will go ahead and connect you with the mountain. I like to connect my readers to healing energy there so that you can have a chance to use that for healing and for manifestation. I know a lot of people right now are sick and not feeling too hot, so please feel free to use that. Bring in all that healing energy so that it can help push out the negative, okay? Including that sickness. A lot of folks have the flu right now, which is just really rough. It's really rough. So any of you who have that, my sincere, I'm feeling for you. It's no fun. A couple of my kids had the flu, and it was no good. They're doing much better now. All right, so I do have a special going on. I had it going on in February. I will continue it for March. $20 for a 40-minute reading. You can just put your name in the comments if you're interested, or you can shoot me an email and I will set you up. And I also provide Reiki services. Also, if you are sick or you have any kind of blockages in your body or in your chakras, that will tremendously help you push that out. And I have a special going on now for that as well. It's $25 that gets you a half-hour session of Reiki plus a couple activation cards. If you're interested in that, let me know. And I decided to do a membership deal so that it was just, I really want to reach as many people as possible, and I like to make it simple. So rather than doing $75 for an hour, I just did a membership for $75. It's for 3 months, and each of those months you get a daily oracle card. You get 2 cards per day, and you also get a free monthly reading. That's an hour. You get a discount for any additional readings. They're $40 for an hour, and there's a double discount for any referrals. So it'll be $20 for you per referral that you send. You get a $20 session. If you're interested in that, let me know. If $75 is kind of steep, then we can also do a $30 month-to-month, and you get the same benefits. All right. Alrighty, guys. This is a general reading, so take what fits and leave the rest. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. I hope you enjoyed that. We've been in a snowstorm, so I'm glad to see some sunshine. I needed some vitamin D in my life. All right, guys. So I'm going to just pull here and see what the situation looks like, okay, what the outcome looks like. And then I will take a look at each week, just see kind of how that's going to manifest throughout the month here. And I will also pull a Lightworker Oracle deck, a Lightworker Oracle card. All right. So last month and the month before that, I had done cards just taken off the top, and this month I'm just doing kind of a random draw. And I was going to do a poll that had, do you guys prefer hand tossed or pulled? But then it didn't sound very appropriate. I thought about it again, so I'm really curious to know if you guys want to let me know what you think about. I'm just curious on how you prefer the shuffle to go. Do you like them pulled from the top or just randomly shuffled like this? So we're going to go this way, just to mix things up a little bit. I also offer guidance for crystal children, okay, rainbows, indigos. So, and I'm going to have videos coming out to give you just folks in that genre information on what all of that means, and parents, how they can help support their indigo kiddos and crystal kiddos, things like that. Holy moly, I got all kinds of cards. Okay. All right, and you have a timestamp here. Let me just check to make sure I have it right. Yeah, the beginning of June. Okay. So you are in the process of starting something that is going to develop into a new stage around June. Something about June is going to help the development of this. Now, we've got the Ace of Wands, So you've got a new venture starting. You have a lot of information and progression. You're going to have a lot of weight on your shoulders as far as what the responsibility is going to be, what that's going to mean for you. And it's going to put you in kind of a position of, oh man, do I really want to do this? Is this really what, this feels really heavy, okay? And you're definitely going to, you're going to feel very firm about how you want to approach the situation. You're going to want to kind of, you're going to have the tendency to reach out in a very direct and matter of fact kind of a way, a little bit intense. And I see that happening, but I definitely want you to know so that you can anticipate and use some tact in the situation. And in doing that, it's going to help progress towards the ultimate goal that you're looking for. Okay, and it tells me this is all part of kind of a cycle that needs to manifest here. I also see that if there's something that needs to be said, let it out. Okay, and it doesn't have to be harsh, but honesty and truth is what it is. So definitely don't hesitate if something needs to be brought out to the open. It will help this stalemate situation. I think that's kind of on your mind right now, and you're just looking for that push forward, and this communication is going to need to take place to help get to the next step, okay? I do see that there are some things coming out as far as you're coming into truth in this situation, okay? There's nothing that's going to be in the behind the scenes. There's not going to be any secrets with the situation. Everything's going to be out in the open and be progressing towards a better outcome, okay? And I do see progression happening here. I do see forward movement. So for a different group of you, okay, and I keep looking over here because I can see the cards over there. I can't see them here. What I see for a different group of you is that you are dealing with a new relationship that brings you a lot of, again, a lot of weight. It's almost like it went from, everything was kind of kosher and smooth. It was just kind of a flat line of balance, and then all of a sudden it's just like this, okay, there's just all kinds of stuff going on. And it's really, you're wanting to go, stop and back up and let me reevaluate the situation. And perhaps you did. Perhaps you kind of stepped back from it and you were like, listen, I need to really think about what I want in this. And I do see that maybe there was something, either you haven't mentioned this or you were very sly or nonchalant about letting them know. And so you're kind of coming off a little bit lusty and not really concerned, okay, for their well-being. Or this is the other way around, and they were kind of secretive, and there was something about that communication that just didn't set well or didn't seem genuine. And you're looking at this like it's kind of it's more of a quick deal, not really long term. I also see for some of you that if this hasn't happened, it is going to progress pretty quickly here. Okay, so the situation is going to be kind of it moves in. You're going to see how this is going to kind of determine out. It might be that this pans out over the next couple months, and around June you really get some clear understanding, or it starts to really manifest into what result you were looking for. I also see for some of you that you've had a little bit of resistance from some outside third-party resources that has really brought you kind of down and feeling heavy, like you had everything figured out for yourself, and then you had some information come in that really made you question things, and you're kind of like stuck in that. You're almost kind of pissed off because you're like, man, I was good until I let that information in or that situation into my mind and into my world, and it really brought you back around though with that information. It did bring you back around into your priorities and taking them into consideration. And as much as you really don't want to hear about other people's opinions, I do see that in doing so, some things will come to light that actually will help you and make you feel better in this. It might be that this person you are dealing with winds up being just that. There were some things that weren't revealed, and it winds up being a temporary kind of a situation, and you just kind of push through it. I do see that for some of you. All right, take a look at the outcome. Okay. So you wind up deciding that this happy home and the stability that you want in your world is worth waiting for. So you wind up taking this small opportunity. You see through the bullshit, and you wind up realizing that, you know what, no matter what happens, I have to keep in mind that I really want forward progression in what is the best. Okay, you're not settling for less than best. You are willing to wait it out until you find the best for yourself, and you really stick into that belief. You've made a commitment to that, and all that's on your mind is just that wish for happy life, that continuing to manifest that into your life. Okay, and the outcome of the situation in the end, this is chronological, is the end of that cycle. And so you wind up, you get out of this confusion, this all this in your head, this back and forth, and all of this starts to manifest, and you are now into this new cycle. Okay, all of this sorority stuff is now, that cycle is ending, and a new opportunity is coming forward. I just want to take a quick peek at just what the next kind of deal is after this. Just a quick sneak peek. Okay. So you're going to, once you've established this situation, you are going to have an offer come out of the blue here. Okay. Whether it's an offer of love, whether it's an offer in a job, I don't know. We'll see as we kind of move forward here. I'm curious to see what that is. But as of right now, I do see that in your patience and in this adversity that you overcome, you do have offers that are going to come out of this. So I definitely see this as a lesson that needs to get through, and it's just pushing you into the next great thing. Okay. You could also be starting off the month, for those of you in like a project situation, you could be starting out the month feeling really great about your position in it, and then along comes a kind of a stick in the mud where it kind of changed the perspective a little bit, and you have to maybe use some verbalization to straighten those matters out so that you can continue on this path, and that way there's no misunderstandings, there's no miscommunications, and it really just kind of puts that fire out if anybody's trying to put their 2 cents in that doesn't belong in there. So you might be dealing with that as well. Just somebody that has got bigger words than their pants can carry, and you might need to call them out on their shit so you can kind of move forward with the hard work you've put into the situation, okay? And I do see in doing that and just keeping your focus on what you've done for this and staying true to yourself and not rashing out on anybody, this is going to come around into a very successful situation and end that cycle so it can just move forward in a positive way. And those offers to continue to come in, and you're going to continue to have these really positive outcomes that are beginning to happen very quickly. That progress will continue, because I can see that it was, and then this kind of made it feel a little bit off and questionable, but that flow will continue to happen again. Oh, before we do that, I wanted to look at week to week. So let's look at first week, second week. Third week. Alright, so the first week, I see the Nine of Wands. And that's really, I see that you're just really trying to hold on to, like I said, you're really trying not to be irrational, and you're trying not to, attack anybody. You're just letting it kind of flow. And I see that you're really pulling your reserves to just try not to let it out like you want to. In the second week, I see the Lovers, and I see the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So for those in the relationship, I see, or in a relationship situation, I see that there is, this is that progression of, you thought it was really awesome and beautiful and lovely and like it was true love, to actually, I feel like I need to step back and take a look at the situation again and really make sure that this is not a trick or something that's going to hurt me in the end. And you're delaying any offers right now, and just kind of looking at what they actually mean, okay? What those offers actually mean. And letting things just progress forward, okay? In the third week, I see that you have the Three of Pentacles. So you are still progressing in that forward movement of manifesting what you're looking for. And perhaps at this point, you've already verbalized what you needed to, and now you're starting to see things start coming back around and flowing as they are supposed to, okay? Or as they were at one point. In the fourth week, I see that you start off with definitely feeling, it's interesting because it says you feel a bit of a loss, yet you also are getting an opportunity. So what I see here is one door closes and another door opens. That's what I see in this, that coincides with the outcome earlier, that in your patience in this and waiting for these cycles, other cycles to end, and you just continue to move forward with what serves you, I see that you have opportunities coming forward. So you've got the Ace of Wands on the table, you've got the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. So I see March, June, and December. So March, I see that this month is going to be the stepping stone to that next positive, uh, the next positive step that's coming, the next opportunity that's coming. And I see December, you're going to, it's going to be a big step towards, there's some kind of a really important next chapter that's starting in December that's going to just really solidify what's going on now. It's going to solidify that has come into full fruition and is now manifesting success and abundance is what I see. This is definitely going to come full cycle around by the end of the year. So I'm interested to see how that progresses and why you need to know that right now. I mean, I always find that really interesting. So I would love to pull a few more cards if you're interested to kind of see how this is going to manifest for you individually. I would be more than happy to look into that. Now, I'm going to pull an oracle card here. You know what? Actually, what I see is whatever if this is a person that's kind of just come in and kind of put a monkey wrench in the situation, by the end of December, that person's no longer going to be either around, or there's going to be some type of a change of perspective. If you do continue to work with this person, that struggle will only be there for that period of time. So this year is going to be, they're figuring some stuff out this year. An invitation to connect. Love exists throughout our universe. Many loving beings that do not belong to the human race exist in worlds beyond the earthly realm. Among these are those who are aware of the spiritual plight of humanity and are willing and able to help us move forward. Unlike those who close their minds because of fear of the unknown, you have an open mind and an open, receptive heart. Beings from other worlds recognize you as a receptive channel for their unconditionally loving assistance in this world. You will both benefit from this individually and help the planet. So you are being offered an invitation to connect. There are many dimensions to existence. For those who are developing evolved sensory perception, the senses will not be restricted to being impressed upon by the physical dimension. There are higher dimensions that the psychic and emotional nature can recognize, and even more refined dimensions that the higher mind can recognize. Beyond that, there are dimensions that the mind, even in its most expansive state, cannot grasp, but the spirit knows to be real. The more your sensitivity to subtle energies evolves, the more aware you become of these worlds beyond. The more aware you become of these worlds beyond this world. For some, this will be easy to accept and will inspire an interest in learning more. Others may be tentative about exploring connections with non-earthly beings. Great peace can grow in the heart of those who are unafraid, who are open to the idea of beings that are aware of humanity, but not human themselves, who want to help humanity evolve and have the spiritual power to be able to do so. No matter how mixed up and consumed by darkness the world may seem at times, there are so many powers of light working to see the earth and humanity through its most interesting time, to see us into the new age of spiritual enlightenment in all its parts. It is all part of the divine experiment of life, and there are many forces invested in the successful and loving evolution of humanity. If you have been contemplating life beyond the earth, perhaps talking to the stars or gazing wistfully at other planets, if you have been intrigued by the mysterious codes of light and sound, you are sure are embedded in. If you have been intrigued by the mysterious codes of light and sound, you are embedded in crop circles. That does not make sense, but you get it. Or simply have a feeling that you would like to work with beings who are more spiritually evolved than humanity at present, then you are being given a clear message with this oracle. There are beings in other worlds that are very aware of your open, loving attitude and the work you are doing. They are actively responding to your thoughts and feelings. Since we live in a free will zone on Earth, we must extend an invitation to receive assistance. Because you are unafraid and resonate from a place of peaceful curiosity and higher level awareness, you are capable of issuing the needed invitation to those that can assist humanity from a place of unconditional love. Of course, there are forces in the broader universe, just as there are forces in the natural world here on Earth, that would not be so helpful to triumph over love on this planet. Therefore, we must issue our invitation to the forces of light with a peaceful heart and wise mind. The invocation below has been carefully crafted to attain that purpose. You are asked to use it whenever you feel the need to do so, knowing that you are part of a bridge between humanity and other loving worlds that want to assist life on Earth. They thank you now and offer their blessings to you and to life on Earth in all ways possible. The invocation says, as a member of the human race, through my own free will and for the greatest good, I call upon the beings that resonate with the quality of unconditional love and wish to assist humanity and Earth to evolve on the path of divine love. I ask for the unconditionally loving ascended masters that serve Christ consciousness to be the gateway through which permission is confirmed for these beings to enter Earth's field and assist humanity according to divine will, grace, and love. May all beings be happy and free. So be it. It's always a really intense message. But it's, saying that it's okay to meditate and to call upon other. So when I think of that, when I'm seeking guidance for myself, I have a whole spiritual team. That's kind of the way I see it in my world. Whether it's my ascended masters, ancestors, guides, spirits, angels, whatever they may be, angels, all of those resonate with some type of a message at some point in my life, and including in numbers and songs, all of those kinds of synchronicities help as well. So I hope that in times when you are seeking guidance, look to those different types of communications through numbers, through sequences, through the song messages, through intuition, dreams, meditation. All of those different things will help give you clarification. Okay, definitely have faith in what is being told and shown to you, because it is guidance for you. Okay, all right, my lovelies, I hope that resonates for you, and I hope that if you do have any questions, please reach out, and I would love to help you out. Hit that subscribe button, and I will get you a free reading. Everybody loves a free reading. All right, have a great month, and I will see you for some clarification week to week, and I will also have a twin flame video coming up. All right, guys, see you later.